So today, we're going to take a little journey to one of the most unique and, honestly, captivating wine regions in the entire world, the Jura in France. It's this amazing little strip of land tucked right between Burgundy and Switzerland, and it's a place where tradition and nature just come together to create wines with a personality that is, well, it's truly unforgettable. For a lot of people, the gateway to this region is through its most famous and maybe its most mysterious wine, Vin Jaune. It's this yellow wine aged for years under this delicate veil of yeast, and it has a taste that is so unique, so complex, it can spark a fascination that, well, it can last a lifetime. It definitely did for me. And that really gets to the heart of it, right? What is it about this tiny place, just 80 kilometers long, that gives its wines such a powerful identity? The secret, like it so often is with wine, really begins in the ground. To really understand Juré's wines, you have to start with its soul, the terroir. And that's just a fancy French word for how a place, its soil, its climate, its landscape, all work together to shape what ends up in your glass. So let's dig in. So what's the big deal about Jura's terroir? Well, it's all about how these three things, the soil, the climate, and the topography, all play together. You've got the Jura Mountains creating this really complex tapestry of slopes and valleys, which means you have tons of different microclimates. You combine that with this incredibly diverse geology of limestone, marl, and clay, and suddenly you have the perfect recipe for some truly unique wines. And the amazing thing is, you can literally taste this in the glass. Grapes that are grown on limestone soils, they give you wines with this incredible, vibrant acidity and a real mineral elegance. But then you go over to soils that are richer in clay, and you get wines with more weight, more structure, and a fuller body. It's like the ground is speaking directly through the grape. It's fantastic. Okay, but terroir is just the stage, right? You need the actors to bring it to life. And Jura is home to this amazing cast of unique, native grape varieties that you just don't really find anywhere else. Let's meet the stars of the show. When it comes to the reds, you've got these two fascinating contrasting grapes. First up, there's Poulsard, which is kind of the signature grape of the region. It makes these really light, fresh wines with soft tannins, just bursting with flavors of strawberry and cherry. But then you have Trousseau, and it is so different. It's much bolder, it has a firm structure, darker fruit, a little bit of spice, and it has this fantastic potential to age. And for the whites, oh man, the story is just as compelling. You've got Chardonnay, which we all know and love, but here in Jura, it just expresses this incredible purity and minerality. Think crisp green apple and citrus. But the real monarch here is Sauvignon. It is the undisputed queen of Jura. It's the grape behind that famous Vin Jaune, and it makes wines with these insanely complex, savory aromas of walnut, curry, and cooked apple. I mean, there's truly nothing else like it in the world. So you put all that together, this one-of-a-kind terroir, these really distinctive grapes, and what do you get? You get this incredible spectrum of wine styles. Jura is so much more than just one thing. It's a whole family of diverse and totally fascinating wines. Okay, so here's where the real magic happens with Vin Jaune. After the wine is made, the Sauvignon goes into old oak barrels, but they don't get topped up as the wine evaporates. Instead, this miracle happens. A thin veil of yeast, called the voile, forms on the surface, and for more than 6 years, this voile protects the wine and gives it those incredible, complex, nutty, and spicy flavors. This process is so demanding and the wait is so long that it's one of the rarest and longest-lived wines you can find anywhere. But believe it or not, the magic doesn't stop with Vin Jaune. Jura also makes these crisp, elegant, sparkling wines called Crémant du Jura. Then there's Vin de Paille, this luscious, sweet straw wine, made from grapes that are dried on mats to concentrate all those sugars into notes of honey and apricot. And finally, Mac Vin du Jura, a really unique fortified wine that's just an incredible aperitif. The diversity is it's mind-blowing. Look, to really get these wines, you have to experience the culture they come from. So let's take a quick little tour of the charming towns and, of course, the delicious food that make the Jura so special. So where do you go? Well, the whole region is dotted with these beautiful little villages. Arbois is really the beating heart of it all, the bustling wine capital. Then there's the absolutely breathtaking clifftop village of Château Chalon. That's the exclusive home of the most prized Vin Jaune. And L'Etoile, which means the star, is famous for its elegant, mineral-driven white wines. And come on, you cannot talk about Jura wine without talking about the food. The absolute classic pairing for Vin Jaune is the local Comté cheese. I mean, a match made in heaven. The region's rich smoked sausage, saucisse morteau, is perfect with a glass of Trousseau. And the signature dish, chicken in a creamy Vin Jaune and mushroom sauce, it is simply unforgettable. The food and the wine literally grew up together, and you can tell. So, when you boil it all down, Jura is this place of incredible balance. It absolutely cherishes its ancient, unique traditions, like making vin jaune, but at the same time, it's embracing a whole new generation of winemakers, bringing in fresh ideas. It's that tension, that dynamic between tradition and innovation that makes it one of the most exciting wine regions in the world right now. So, what's its future going to look like? Well, that's a story that's still being written.